Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. I wanted to give a shout out to CZ Binance. I've been in this space. I've been watching this and had my YouTube channel since I believe this past May. And this is one guy who I've grown to really admire. And I don't believe I've ever seen him get attacked in this space. For anyone to do anything other than admire this guy, here's a guy who started an exchange a little over a year ago and has become larger than Coinbase that started over 5 years ago inside of that time period. For anyone to do anything except hold this guy up and admire this guy is complete insanity. And today, for the first time ever, I've seen, first it was the Mike Dudas guy, I believe is his name, on Twitter, and now this guy. Two different people I've seen attack this guy. What that tells me is we must be very close to the bottom of this market, because it's kind of like you're getting at the very bottom of people being depressed / angry, and even some of the seasoned people in the community I've seen. And so when this guy's being attacked, and I kind of made a comment to this in here to him, when this guy's being attacked, we must be close to a bottom, because even some of the seasoned veterans have had about all they can take, and now they're going after even this guy is, talk about a forward thinker. This guy right here could literally be one of the wealthiest people in not just the world, but in the history of the world in the coming year or two. That guy right there. And he did it. He's been able to accomplish what he's done in just a little over a year, I think. That is insane. And he should be held up, because he's a really, and not only that, but the way he handles himself when he is being attacked, is a real compliment to him as well. He's not being ugly to these guys, and he's just saying, thanks, thanks buddy, great thread. I mean, not many people have that keep that kind of composure when people are attacking them personally. Anyway, moving along. This is from Willie Woo. If Bitcoin was a payments company, this would be its sales. And I just wanted to show you this, just to show you how this industry has grown over the course since 2009. Total fees paid to miners, 3.8 thousand, and now, the way I read, that's 296 million in 2018, and in 2017 it was 555 million. That's unbelievable, and the growth that's yet to come is even more unbelievable. Next, I wanted to show you, this is a tweet from Stephen Diep. I haven't featured him in a while, but he's a great follow in the XRP community, at DIEPSANH. He posts these short videos, and I think he's really capitalized on something about humans, and that is we have short attention spans. And so he just finds little short 1 minute to 2 minute clips of things people have said. In this case, this is a payment company, I guess, the CEO of Remitly, Matthew Oppenheimer. Remitly is paying a lot of attention to Ripple to integrate blockchain technology to drive down costs for financial institutions like themselves, therefore making it less expensive for consumers. And I watched this, and you should watch it too. Go to Stephen Diep's Twitter page and then watch this video, and he specifically mentions Ripple in there. Next, this is from XRP_Crow at Status. Now, if you haven't been to Status's website, I believe it's status.hr is his website. Actually, it'll be on his slide. The 8 reasons why JPM coin is fantastic news for XRP. And his website, before I forget, He has, I don't see his website on this slide, but anyway, I'm pretty sure it's Status. Yeah, there it is right there. Status.hr is his website. All right, but look at this slide for a minute. First of all, regulatory clarity, and he says the fact that a higher than high profile Wall Street bank like JP wishes to enter the crypto space with their own fiat peg token is a clear signal that the wild, wild west of crypto is coming to an end. And that's a very good point. Second, he says walled gardens, the banking sector, and I've talked about this. The banking sector is full of walled gardens, and it's a dog-eat-dog world. In other words, you're going to have walled gardens. You're going to have companies and banks that create their own digital assets. XRP is going to link them. I'm going to show you something further on that in a second. 3, Asia, Russia, and Middle East. This is a very good point. These 3 global regions have no interest in helping a USA bank take control of cryptocurrencies and global remittance. And the number 4 goes right in line with that. Yoshitaka Kitao, who's the CEO of SBI Holdings. Remember, SBI Holdings owns 10.5% or so of Ripple. I've said for a long time that was as strategic gets for Ripple to let a company in Japan buy 10.5%, because in a way it insulated Ripple from anything that could be done just in a U.S. It made Ripple global. I mean, well, that's to sum it up. So you've got Ripple, and what he says in here, you've got SBI Holdings and Mr. Kitao, who has said very clearly he wants XRP to become the global standard, and he thinks it will. But you've got Ripple, R3, and XRP, who SBI and Mr. Kitao are all on board with, and they're working together, and so that's huge. Next, the Ripple team, and they're just talking. He's talking about the Ripple team and how good it is. JPM coin doesn't actually work yet, and it was just an announcement, folks. First of all, and then liquidity. XRP is working hard to get liquidity for a full-scale launch of products like XRapid. This is not something that happens overnight, and and that's a very good point. Ripple has been working on all of this for over 5 years, folks. I mean, none of this happens overnight. I saw a guy on Twitter. He was trying to bash XRP and say, yeah, this JP Morgan coin is going to destroy XRP, and I actually replied something to this effect to the guy. So basically, you're saying that all that has to happen is a bank comes along after Ripple, with all of the really smart people that Ripple has. They've been working on this for over 5 years. They have an extreme first mover advantage. And this guy was basically saying that a bank could come along, create a digital asset, copy what XRP, and then all of a sudden, after five plus years, and all of the smart people and all the connections that Ripple's done, what this guy's saying, XRP would literally, after all of that time, XRP would have to be Ripple's only asset. In other words, all they've accomplished after all that time is just to have XRP. There's nothing else. No other foundations have been laid. Nothing's been worked on. No connections have been made. No powerful people have been brought into the fold. It's just XRP. And so, yeah, just, bank, we're going to now do this, and now we'll wipe Ripple out just like that. That's not how the world works, folks. There's no such thing as bad publicity, and I think that speaks for itself, and it's a very good point. Okay, moving along. This is from CryptoBoo77 at CRYPTOBU77. And he had copied me at some point on this, I think, because I saw it. Breaking news, XRP community. 7 Dutch banks will be switching to an instant payment system this month. And he uses ING and Rabobank, which I've talked about before. They've confirmed that they will be working with R3's Corda. Now remember, XRP right now is the only digital asset that is going to work with R3's Corda through the settler that they created. And he said that means, and then he goes into some Dutch speaking stuff, so I'm not going to get into that. I just wanted to show you this. We do know these 2 banks. I've seen that, but he's saying 7 Dutch banks. And he gives some further links down here if you want to go. And Aegon is an insurance company who joined forces with R3, connecting the dots people. For people who missed XRP Center tweet on R3. Corda Network launches with new governing found. So anyway, you can go here and you can follow all these links and look at that. But I just wanted to show you that general thing. Now this is kind of crazy, folks. Breaking: JP Morgan Chase mobile and online website is down. Chase down. Now this caught my attention because this is the day after JP Morgan announces JPM coin. And the very next day, their website, now I don't know if this is a hack or what, but I thought that it was interesting enough to show you. It says, according to Down Detector, the major cities are noted to be New York, Seattle, Salt Lake City. Moreover, according to several users, Chase is also down in Connecticut, Florida, Dallas, and Arizona. The website, online banking, mobile banking. I just wanted to read a little bit of this. These are from customers. Both the online website and mobile app aren't working for me. I can't see how much I have for my fees and bills. Florida is still down. This is really inconvenient. Anyway, and then they go on to mention how JP Morgan has recently been in the news for entry into the cryptocurrency space. This is kind of a crazy thing, the fact that they go down the day after the announcement of that coin. I thought that was interesting. Who knows what in the world this could be. Okay, and finally, this is probably one of the more important things you'll see today. This is from DS_XRP at LYRAD 1964. Interledger.org, can you see what I see? And he copied me on this. It's right there in plain sight, but nobody notices how big it is. And he's right. If you've never looked at this, this is interledger.org, okay? This is the Interledger protocol, folks. Interledger protocol, and what I like to compare this to, and this was created by Ripple, folks. This is what it's really all about. Interledger protocol. Now remember, back when the internet was first created, if I was, let's say, I went to Auburn University. Let's say I had an email address, and I was at my email address would be at auburn.edu. They gave us email addresses when I was in school there. Well, before the protocols, let me go to this real quick. Before the, what do they call it? Before TCP/IP, the Internet Protocol was created, and this is how, I'm not a techie guy, but this is how I understand how things evolved. With the Internet, before this TCP/IP was created, I would be able to send an email within Auburn University. In other words, from an auburn.edu address to another auburn.edu address. But I would not be able to send it from an auburn.edu address to an AOL address or to a hotmail.com address. So what TCP/IP did was it interconnected. So what was being done was interconnectedness of information. And so then, once this was created, you could then send emails across networks. Well, think JP Morgan coin, JPM coin. Think any other. It could be any other coin. Think Bank of America coin. What Ripple has created is the Interledger protocol. They have literally created what will connect all of the different digital assets, and XRP will be in the mix. But listen to this. Payment networks today are siloed and disconnected. Payments are relatively easy within one country, or if the sender and recipient have accounts on the same network, blockchain, or ledger. Try sending to someone on a different system, though, and you may be out of luck. Where connections between ledgers do exist, they are manual, slow, or expensive. Apply the architecture of the Internet. The power of the Internet comes from the fact that it connects everyone. It can do this because it is not a single network or system. The Internet is a network of networks or internetwork. Packets of information are sent across independent telecommunication providers using open protocols such as TCP/IP. This makes it easy to communicate with anyone, no matter what provider they're connected to. We need the same for money and value. So I tell people, think of the internet of information. You go to Google and you type in anything. I remember when I was a kid, when we wanted to do a research report, we would have to go to the library, and it was called the Dewey Decimal System. I remember they had these drawers you would pull out to go and find a book. Well, once the internet came along, we could go to Google and we just type in whatever we're interested in. If you want to do a report on World War II, you just type in World War II and anything is at your fingertips. Ripple. This is what Ripple is about to do for value, money transfer. In that same 3 seconds that Google delivers up the information on that for that World War II book report, Ripple will deliver up money in 3 to 4 seconds across networks. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that Ripple is the Google of digital assets. Thank you for listening.